Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the Western Michigan Broncos taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Eagles will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They want to run it left here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Looking downfield, it's Dennis. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look.
That Rutgers team different, man.
It's a bad drop. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long.
Don't let this nigga score before halftime.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end.
But he holding on to that.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Oh, got no D.
Have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease. It's Orlando. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They're going to ride this running back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown Broncos. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Peters. On the run, still looking. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Southern Mississippi.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays.
My nigga just overthrew a wide open touchdown.
If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'll be forcing it a little bit.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Bakes the grab on the left. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box. So you can...
Touchdown, Western Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Peters. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Touchdown pass.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown.
I'm about to lose this game. I overthrew 2 touchdown passes wide open, bro.
And get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a good job. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back.
If I didn't know a nigga was down there, I would have got this.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the running back. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Breaks the catch. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from
Why are
the
you
8.
going so far back?
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments.
Right up in pads, boy.
Because right now, they have no answers for this offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Torgerson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Well, a nice completion there. Finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
It's a whole good fucking pass, man. 2 touchdown passes.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
29 Philly.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking for room. It's Torgerson. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Peters. It's on target and complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Rourke. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Continues to fight for yards. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. Number 16 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Mississippi, 7.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man open. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Yeah, we holding them at.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Quarterback just don't want to cooperate.
Good job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Hey, Tori.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Dennis. Using the quick game. There he goes to the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally
Throw this on me.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job on defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Under fire. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Western Michigan!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Torgerson. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they can muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw. It's Peters. He fires one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. And
he's going out to eat. We're going to watch that Tyler Perry movie tonight.
You already made reservation?
Nah, for this spot, I don't think we're going to have to, honestly.
Okay.
We ain't doing nothing crazy. We're just looking forward to the fucking Cardi B concert in April. So I'm chilling until then.
I can do fine without outside stuff on these.
Pretty much.
And it's exactly that, Dick. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field,
You need
and
to just stop looking for that shit at this point.
trying to put pressure on the opposing.
And then every time you meet a nigga, do you have to have a baby with him? Like, I'm confused.
Boy.
I can see if you date and do your thing, you gone, but you just gonna punch him out every time?
What?
And that's what she did. The niggas' names is the same name spelled. The letters in different places.
Creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to
I
this
don't
senior
fucking love
defender.
her, boy. That shit is
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control
obsession
the line of
at this
scrimmage.
point.
And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Peters.
Oh, what did you do? Oh, my God.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
Using his legs,
It's
it's
Arkansas, baby.
Torgerson.
What you talking about?
Past the 30.
That's a
Leads into the open.
really
Touchdown, Southern Miss. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown.
Hey, you can challenge them.
He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. Now to make sure
Oh, no, they
this
can't take
team
their time out.
covers
Hey, you need to take my time out. I ain't even challenge them. That's crazy.
on the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond.
Well, ain't supposed to advance now?
Looking downfield on first down.
He's just supposed to advance right now. But he's playing me right now, so.
But it'll be enough
I
for
know
the
she was
first
staying
down.
just to tomorrow. Just the hours.
New set of downs after the completion.
Just in the hours. In case people know
Wants to go
how
up
to
top on first down.
Excuse me.
It's complete.
Woo.
They'll get it down, but not before
My niggas in the middle of the defense is just terrible, man.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now
Take it
another
to
first
this,
down.
straight.
Corners are going to
Yeah,
bail.
42 minutes. We're gonna be straight.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
He took my
Play
damn
there
time.
on first down,
This
it's
is
2nd
great.
and 5. To the air, it's Dennis. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to
Who you
get
got,
is
Bryce
hit.
Underwood?
When that
Hey,
wide
this is
receiver
Steve.
catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be
You
there,
don't
safeties are going to be
enjoy
there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On their next snap, it's Rourke. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn up
Oh, I
field,
mean,
make
you
people
have to
miss
go
and
through
find
the
the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
I don't know, toward the way he was standing, right? Yeah, it might have worked.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We got 3 timeouts.
To throw, it's Peters. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
He got trouble for
Near the sticks, it's Torgerson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Come on. He ran.
Throw on first down.
Oh, you stay straight. Now you still good.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle.
He ran out of bounds.
Enough for the first
You
down.
still got some timeout.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the tailback. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Hits the open man. Just shedding tackles. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the
touchdown, Southern Mississippi. A Lazarus-like comeback.
Cut that nigga head off.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Yes. Thank you.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Dennis. That's caught. It's Harmon. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Takes the easy completion. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the back. Hard running deal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. the shotgun on third down. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little...
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Well, that play is going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Might as well give it to him again. He breaks a tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Peters. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by 11 to West Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Here's a heat.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Back to throw, it's Peters. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Rourke. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high percentage passes.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Rourke. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Dennis. Rush is on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Orlando. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Torgerson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Peters. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi, and they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. The pitch. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th.
52, Southern Mississippi, 50.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Broncos will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.